If this experiment succeeds, then women can walk around any time of the night and day, walk around the village in perfect safety. Isn't that a benefit? Would the country not benefit from seeing this experiment succeeding? But more than that, the PNM brought black nationalism to this country, 1956. I was 14 years of age in 56 when the elections took place. That black nationalism has damaged the body politic of the country and has produced racial polarization. Unless we find a way out of the racial dilemma, this country will eventually capsize. In fact, we may not have much time left before we reach that abyss. Small minds with limited vision cannot see the poverty of thought, the futility of effort, and the betrayal of Islam, which is involved in a UNC-sponsored Hindu-Muslim, that is Indian-Muslim unity, that would preserve a racial solidarity with which to confront the PNM's black nationalism. Let me repeat that. Small minds with limited vision cannot see the poverty of thought, futility of effort, and betrayal of Islam involved in a UNC-sponsored Hindu-Muslim unity, meaning Indian Muslims, that would preserve a racial solidarity with which to confront the PNM's black nationalism. It ain't gonna work. We do not want to betray Islam. Rather, the Muslim village would transcend the politics of race to establish, or rather to make the effort, biiznillah, to seek to establish and to sustain the healing balm of a racial fraternity. Islam, and I believe only Islam, can bind the races together by binding their hearts together in a brotherhood. And so, when the Muslim village establishes and sustains a racial fraternity of all the races living together as a family the way we used to live before in this country, the Muslim village would have succeeded in doing what the PNM can't do and the UNC can't do and the other religious bodies cannot do. Is that not beneficial? We're not the first. Imam Nazim Muhammad has already succeeded in doing that in Bo Settlement Jamaat in Rio Claro. Please go and visit him and see what he's done. We live in a country in which, despite abundant wealth, oil, gas, we are the major supplier of natural gas now to the United States of America. Despite abundant wealth, despite a very fertile soil, despite a very well-educated population, the number of people who live below the poverty line is about 30%. And those who are living in poverty can look forward to permanent poverty, forever and ever and ever. When the rich are permanently rich, and the poor are imprisoned in permanent poverty, then that is oppression. Around the world today, that oppression has descended upon mankind. Banking, insurance, and a monetary system based on paper, plastic, and electronic money have combined to destroy the free and the fair market. The problem is compounded by a value system which glorifies the rich. If you're rich, you're somebody. And if you're poor, you're nobody. All over the world today, poverty is not only considered to be something increasingly disgraceful and demeaning, but also something to be feared, something to be abolished. The President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago lectured recently, we want to abolish poverty. I laughed when I read it. The rich nations of the world have reasons to fear the poor, since they themselves have played a dirty role in bringing about mass poverty. When the masses plant, they do not reap the fruit of their labor. Others do so. And so eventually, the poor become criminals. The Muslim village would strive, as I said earlier, to restore the free and the fair market by eliminating riba as much as we can. And so eliminating riba through the front door, meaning the commercial banks, Republic Bank, etc., and eliminating riba through the back door, meaning the Muslim Credit Union. I am not unfairly attacking my brothers. No. What they're doing is wrong. It is riba, and I've warned them again and again. And they can understand, but they're hiding behind fatwa. We will seek to eliminate bank interest and insurance and try to restore money which has intrinsic value, which is our next lecture, inshallah, next month. And so those who plant would reap. But if you don't plant, you can't reap. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can then intervene in the economy, and He can take from some and give to others. And so wealth will circulate in the economy, and the poor would not remain permanently poor. Would that not be beneficial for the country? Allah's messenger said that women are the twin halves of men. Allah's messenger said that all of mankind will stand before Allah on the last day as equal in His sight as are the teeth of a comb. And so men as well as women stand equal before Allah. Allah gave men, He gave to men rights, but Allah gave to women also rights. In the age of Dajjal, when that revolution takes place amongst the world of women, and it's now happening before our eyes, the feminist revolution, then he will so brainwash people that we would corrupt the place and the status of woman in society and deprive her of many of her rights. We have to strive and struggle to ensure that our village is as authentic as is possible in restoring and establishing for women her true status and place and role in village life, and restoring for her all the rights that Allah and His Messenger gave to her. And so first of all, in the village, the night cannot try to become day. No. Around the world today, the night is trying to become day. You know what I'm talking about. When the night tries to become day, what happens? The woman loses her femininity. I mean, the face looks like a man now. The voice sounds like a man. She behaves like a man. All the shyness, all the bashfulness, all the modesty, all the efforts to conceal. It's gone. And now she's as open as any man. So she loses her femininity. And in the process of attempting to become day, she also loses her fertility. She can't have babies.